Alright guys, so today we're going to do a quick flashback review of graphing. And this is something you guys have done in the past, so hopefully this will just spark your memory just a twig. So first things first, this is our coordinate plane. Okay, and our coordinate plane has two axes that run together to make four different sections, which we're going to call quadrants here in a minute. Alright, so the first thing that we need to know is that the horizontal axis is called our x-axis. Okay, and that's the one that runs across from right to left. Our other axis is called our y-axis, and it runs up and down, and sometimes it's also known as the vertical axis. So those are our two axes. The first one, like I said, is the horizontal one. It's your x. It's where we're always going to, our first value in a ordered pair is going to come off of our x. The second value in our ordered pair is going to come off of our y. Okay, so as we are graphing, the first place we're always going to start is the origin, which the origin is just a fancy name for where the x and y axis meet, or at 0, 0 on the coordinate plane. So ordered pairs, like I said, x comes first, and then our y is the second one in our ordered pair. So how to plot points. The first thing we're going to do is start at the origin. Okay. Then we're going to move right or left on the x-axis, whatever is called for. And then from there, we're going to move up or down on the vertical axis or on the y-axis. So let's look at an example. First example we've got here is 3, 5. So like I said, we're going to start at 0, 0. We have a positive 3, so that means we're going to move to the right 3 times. So we're here. Then our y-axis says go up to positive 5. So since it's positive, we're going to go up 5. Where those two lines meet is where we put our dot. Okay, x was 3, y was 5, so we put our dot right here. Okay, let's look at example 2. Example 2 is -1, -3. Again, we're going to start at the origin. Our x is a -1, so we're going to go left 1. And our y is a -3, so -3 tells us to go down. And where those two lines meet is where we're going to put our point. So here's -1 down to -3. That's where we put our point. Okay. So our next one is going to be 6, -4. Again, we're going to start right here in the middle of the origin. Our x-axis is a positive 6. So we're going to start here and go right 6. Then it says our y-axis is a -4. So we're going to go down 4 from there on the y-axis. Where those two lines meet is where we're going to put our point. All right, last one we're going to look at all together is example, it has example -5, +4. So again, we always start at the origin. And from the origin, our x-axis says to go to -5. So we're going to go left 5 spaces. Okay, and our y-axis says to go up to +4. So from there, we're going to go up 4. Where those two lines meet is where we're going to put our dot. Okay, so that is a quick review of how to plot our points. Just remember to start at the origin, and then go left or right for your x, and from there, go up or down depending on your y. Okay, next thing we're going to look at is identifying coordinate pairs. So a lot of times what you're going to have is something that looks like this, where you've got some points in the coordinate plane and you have to tell me where they're at. So if we look at A, we are going to write the ordered pair for A. Now anytime you're writing an ordered pair, you're going to have these parentheses, because that tells us it's an ordered pair. You're going to have your x first, a comma, and then a y. Okay, so for A, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start with my parentheses. Then I'm going to figure out what is the x for that coordinate. If we look, we start at the origin, the x is a +5, and then we're going to put our y, and in this case, our y is a +1. So the ordered pair for A is +5, +1. We're going to do the same thing for B. Okay, so for B, we start at the origin. We're on the x-axis, we're going to -6. So our x coordinate is a -6. For our y, we are going down 6. So our y is also a negative 6. So B is at the ordered pair, negative 6, negative 6. If we look at C, again, always start at that origin. Our x-axis, we're going to negative 4. So our first value would be a negative 4. Then we're going up on the y-axis to 3. So we have a negative 4 and then a positive 3 as our ordered pair for C. And again, make sure you're keeping everything inside those parentheses and putting a comma between the two numbers. And then our last one is point D. We start at the origin. We're going to go positive 1 for our x and then down to negative 3 for our y. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you're going to go through examples 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, and 3 are just asking what are the ordered pairs. And then 4 and 5 give you the ordered pairs, and you have to figure out which letter is there. When you get finished typing those into your Google slide, what you're going to do is you're going to go to that last slide and click on the Quiz Is link. Click on that. The code is on the slide. Put it in and play the game.